Hey, it's Rich with Breathingwiththemarkets.com. Today is December 19th, 2025. Here's a clip of another mentee. We trade on a 1-minute time frame, so how appropriate. Genuine people, genuine traders equals genuine results. And that's what's most important. I hope you enjoy. I wish all of you well. Trade hard, trade smart, and trade often. I hope to see you at breathingwiththemarkets.com. I will change your trading, your life. Peace. Hey, this is Rich with breathingwiththemarkets.com. I have one of my mentees here, Reggie.
So I'm from Ireland, living in Ireland, but originally from Nigeria. Just like everybody else, I got into trading, started learning a lot through YouTube University, some will say. Then from there, I met some online mentors, and through that was how I met Rich, where I discovered him on Discord. I noticed he was consistent with his posting. He was always sharing. And, it stood out to me. You taught me a lot of stuff that I didn't know, kind of sped up my learning process. It's funny how we started the mentorship this year, even though I wanted Rich to teach me last year, but I'm glad I started it this year, because the things I know now, if I started the mentorship last year, I probably wouldn't even be able to keep up, because I still had that retail mentality, and I probably still do, but I'm working on it. And, a lot of things I had to unlearn. But yeah, Rich, I could truly say, when I started the mentorship, you woke me up. Studying with Rich was like unveiling the veil. So something was covering my eyes, and he just lifted up and just made me think of the market a little bit differently.
You're literally breathing with the market.
Started the mentorship. The strategy and the technique was so simple, which was just like, it was so mechanical. You just, if you mess up, it's because you ain't got patience. You didn't wait for the setup to present itself and execute. So what you taught me was, look out for this. When you see this, you don't think twice, you take it. And that was just it. Once you see it, you don't hesitate, you take it. It was that straightforward. I owe it to you, man, because I always said I was gonna tell you this, so I might as well tell you now, man. I owe it to you, because I was stuck in the Forex mentality. But I will say I'm appreciative of you introducing me to futures, because I've always heard about futures, but I was like just so stuck on the Forex thing. When I used to pass evaluations, I used to get excited. I used to share the certificate. I used to show it to people, like share it on the Discord. Now it's just like, I pass them and I don't even feel any type of way. I don't care. But I don't even open the certs. I don't care. I only care about the payout stage, and when I got my first payout, it was really like, it was an experience for me, because it just showed how much I've changed, and how much some things are how some things are irrelevant, and how some things are more relevant than others. So when I made it to Rich, when I passed the evaluation, I got funded with Apex. Then I actually blew that account. Okay, I blew that account. I wasn't familiar with the rules and stuff like that, the whole trading drawdown and stuff. So I did the evaluation again. As I said, I passed another evaluation. I wasn't excited or anything. I was like, okay, cool. I just need to make sure I don't do what I did in the first one. And I was steady grinding. Take my profits, call it a day. And I did that for like more than 10 days and stuff like that. Got the payout. The strategy I was using, is the strategy we learned on the mentorship, and, I just stuck with it. I realized sometimes when I do lose trade, because it was done through an emotional aspect, like everybody else that starts trading, and I don't know if I can remove emotions from it. That's something everybody faces, just a part of being human. And when I do lose, I realize that, okay, look, I got emotional there. I lose on taking a setup, and I'm still taking the same setup, rather than just walking away and let the chart present another setup. But I will try to force the setup again and again and again, until I get burnt. So FOMO only comes when you don't know what you're looking for. And, as we discussed in the setup, we need to know what we're hunting before we can execute the trade. And before you execute the trade, risk comes first.
Exactly.